Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. You can call me Pajama Grandma. In case we haven't met yet, go and put hashtag pajama in the comments below so I know it's the first time you're being exposed to Pajama Grandma. Today, it's all about crunch time. I am working on, and have been for, I'm sure if you've listened to me before, quite some time, a women's summit. It's launching next Tuesday, and going live next Tuesday, and there's still lots of stuff that has to get done for it. I have not created the offer yet for after the summit. I'm going to do a 30-day challenge. I have mapped out a little bit of what's going to be in it, but not everything. I'm actually kind of creating content for it as I'm doing a top 10 countdown to the summit. Today was day 4, all about how do you get and win customers? How do you, and I didn't tell them how, but the formula for how you do that is part of the summit. But I teased with that. And then on my supersized business page, I shared the formula that I use to get and win customers by creating an offer out of whatever my product or service is, by not competing on price and creating an offer. And I have a formula that I call WTHIE, which is kind of like what the hell IE is how I remember it. And I shared that. I'm going to continue to share that. And I'll share that on the summit and probably part of the 30-day challenge. That'll definitely be a big part of that, how to create an offer that, you know, kills the competition and makes them irrelevant, because that's what we want to do. We have to have a way to differentiate ourselves in order to stand out. So it's getting to be crunch time in terms of putting together all of the components and all the pieces and all of the things I need to be working to get the Women's Summit in order. And all while watching a 3-year-old and 2 dogs and 2 cats, because everyone's traveling. But we got this. Somehow, some way, we'll get it done. Somehow, some way, I will go live every day during the summit. So for 4 days next week, I will go live, at least to introduce the summit, introduce the day, and answer any questions that people have about the summit itself or about what they need to do. But there's a lot of little pieces, a lot of little detailed things that I need to get done. I don't have a follow-up email sequence done yet. I haven't done it yet. I got to do it. I got to get it done. I got to get it done this weekend because I don't want to be struggling with it next week. I have 3 or 4 or 5, I think 5 speakers that I still need to get them up on the site. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put them on day 4 on the 22nd or if I want to add them to days 1, 2, and 3. I haven't made a decision yet. I can go either way with it. I kind of want to add it a 4th day because I think it adds value, but I also don't know if that's just too much for people, too many days to try to get on and listen here and there and everywhere. But we'll see. So it's either going to go a 4th day or on to each of the other days, which it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know which would be better for people, and I don't really have time to test it and figure it out. So if anybody wants to weigh in on that, share in the comments below, because I would love to know what you all think is a better application of that. I mean, I think some people do 5-day summits. I think that's kind of too long. It's like, you know, it's like a 30-day challenge. I will admit I'm nervous about doing a 30-day challenge, not because I don't have the content and don't have the ability to do a 30-day challenge, but because I don't think most people have the guts to commit to a 30-day challenge. As weird as that seems, I look at how many people can't even get through a 5-day challenge. Now, I'm guilty of that. I signed up for a 5-day challenge last week on doing Facebook Lives that I wanted to watch. And I've been doing Facebook Lives for over a year. I'm sure there's a lot I can learn and definitely a lot I can get better at. And I should be doing, but I'm not intentionally, by the way, because it's just not as important as getting the message out. Do what you can with what you've got right now and take action. To me, is way more important than waiting until your backdrop's perfect, waiting until you have music, waiting until you have the perfect intro or outro. And should I have those things, would I get more traction and get better results? Absolutely, I'm sure I would. But I don't have them yet, so I'm not going to wait to produce content. I'm not going to wait to get moving. I'm not going to wait to take action till all those pieces are in place, because they're just not that important. It's like having a logo for your business. We don't really have a logo for the Women's Summit yet. I've talked to my designer about what I want, but for this one, I just went on Canva. I took a picture of mountains in the back because that's summit, right? Kind of summiting a mountain. And I just wrote Women Business Owners Supersized Business Summit on top of it in some ordinary font, whatever I pulled up. And boom, that's what I'm using for this particular summit for a logo. Next summit, will we have a logo? Will we have music? Will we have an intro? Will we have consistent introductions and things like that in a consistent format? Probably. But this one, not so much, because I'm just learning the process and I'm taking action and I'm implementing the process. And it is going to be rough and raw and authentic, but there's still incredible value in it. So the people that are looking for perfection and polished and professionalism, you're not going to get it here. You're going to get real information that you can act on now to create the business that you want with respect to customers. If you're looking for fancy, polished, super structure, not going to get that, because I know that that isn't what adds value. What adds value is the content and the information, and you actually taking action on that content. If you just take action on one thing in this customer summit, I guarantee that it will increase your results probably at least double. And it will make it so much easier for you to get and deal with and handle customers. It's kind of mind-boggling. I've just applied a couple of things to my business, and because I got to do the interviews ahead of time, and it's amazing. I've been in business for like 43 years, and I still am learning a ton from this. So I guarantee anybody else can learn something from this. So I'm excited, but it's crunch time and I've got to get it done. My granddaughter again today, and then again all next week. And everybody's traveling next week. And so I'm going to be on my own with all 4 pets and my granddaughter, which I can do. I got this. I know I've got this. But will it be real? Will it be raw? Will some of my Facebook Lives for the summit probably have some dog barking? Yeah, a couple of the interviews have dog barking in the background. But do dogs barking in the background detract from the message? If they do for you, then it's not the summit for you. If you're going to use that as an excuse to not learn what you need to move your business ahead, that's your choice. It's not because dogs barking in the background make the message irrelevant. It's because you're letting that block you from getting the success that you want. And only you know why that is. A lot of times we're afraid to do things that we know we need to do, so we'll find excuses to not do it. I have eye challenges, vision challenges, big time. And in corporate America, back in the day when my eyes weren't as bad, they were bad, but not as bad, I would never, ever send out an email with a typo, ever. If I did, on the rare occasion that I did, maybe once every year or so, I was horrified and embarrassed, and I felt really bad, and I beat myself up because I sent out an email with a typo in it. And it might just have been one letter, which really, does that mean that the whole message is devoid of value? No, but to me it did. So as my eyes and my vision got worse and worse and worse, and I got to the point where I use a magnifying glass for everything, I had to learn to cut myself some slack on how important is it if one letter is missing or incorrect in a text message. I do things to make sure that that isn't a huge deal. I use tools like Voxer, which is a walkie-talkie speaking tool, instead of texting a lot, because I know that my texting is challenging and hard. But does it mean I still will contribute in a Facebook group and I might have a typo? Yeah. I'm sorry. If you don't like my message or don't think my advice is sound because I have a typo, then don't listen to me. Find somebody else that does everything perfectly and listen to them. That's awesome. But look for the value and look for the gold nuggets in the information that you find all around you, because it's there to show you something that you need to see. And I guarantee that me being tripped over by typos and mistakes or misspoken grammar, it's just my way of avoiding paying attention to a message that I probably need to hear. So crunch time, going to work, you go to work, have an awesome day. And of course, I will be with you tomorrow and let you know how it's going. Take care.